Hey everyone, I know it's been a little while since I posted, but this video is basically about commercial window cleaning. So some little tips and tricks on how to quote this stuff, what you should know going into it, and etc. etc. Hope you enjoy. Show me some support, show me some love by liking the video, dropping a comment, a question, anything, and of course subscribe and hit the notification bell. What's wrong with you? Are you silly? So we're using pure water to fill up our buckets, even for doing the traditional window cleaning, because this actually helps huge with like detailing issues and stuff. It really makes it way easier to clean the window. So if you have the chance to use pure water in your buckets, take advantage of that, because it's going to help you big time. So we count per pane, and you can see every window is relatively the same. Even these windows over here. Since this is an apartment complex, every single one of these windows have screens. So we had to go about this a little bit different. I had to communicate with the owner of the property and explain to them that we can't clean the windows unless the screens are removed. So she actually has had her maintenance crew go through and remove all the screens for us. Now I saw an advantage to take to do an upsell on this, because the property owners are not going to pay for screen cleaning. So we've made and I told the property owner I was going to do this. I'm going to have a full-time screen cleaning station set up, and if the tenants want their screens cleaned, it's $3 per screen. And each tenant has 2 windows, 2 screens, so it'd be $6 for each tenant if they want their screens cleaned. And then we just have our screen cleaning station set up with our rags, towels, and the maintenance crew is going to mark each screen with the address, the apartment number on it, and we're just going to keep track with a yellow notepad of who's paying for screens, for screen cleaning. So that's another benefit of that zero screen cleaner. You can really upsell it. So back to the actual windows. Every single window, is the same. So I figured for each pane is $3, so $6 per window. So I just went around and I counted every single window to the whole building. I multiplied it, and that's the price. Now, it's also good to make sure you ask questions. Hey, make sure that only goes up to 3 gallons.
For the blood, right?
Yeah. So communicate with the person who contacted you about the bid, and and also inspect. See how dirty these windows are, and figure out why they're wanting their windows cleaned. These windows were quite dirty. So it's important that you go to the job and inspect the windows yourself. Usually people are pretty honest if you ask them, why they want their windows cleaned, or when's the last time you had their windows cleaned. They'll usually tell you, but you can never be too sure. You want to make sure you check this stuff yourself. The story with this building is they actually had to do a ton of work to the brick, so there's a lot of mortar and stuff that got sprayed. Certain windows have mortar on the window. So this is more so like a construction style cleanup. There's mud, mortar, all sorts of stuff on the windows, even though they've been cleaned recently. So these windows are going to take a little bit longer to clean. It's actually, everything's coming off pretty much with the water fed pull. The problem is the frames are so oxidized that they're dripping no matter how much we clean the frames. And you can see the glass is hydrophobic. It's just wanting to beat off the glass. It's not sheathing. So this is not an ideal job where you would want to use the water fed pole. So he's getting the majority of it off, but he's not spending a ton of time on them, and I'm going through by hand and cleaning these windows. So due to the severity of these windows, the dirtiness, the construction work that was done recently, you would want to provide these people with 2 different estimates. And you really almost want to do this with every single job unless the windows are regularly maintained. But you want to provide them with an initial cleaning estimate and then a maintenance estimate, which would be either what your choice is, once a year, once every 6 months, quarterly, what have you. You know, a big complex like this, they're not going to get it done every month. I won't say they won't, but 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't do that. So what you should do is provide the initial cleaning, because the windows are in really poor condition. It's going to take a significant amount of time to get them back to normal, and then a reduced rate, either by 30 or 50%, whatever you choose, for a maintenance cleaning. For us, it happened to be 50%, because these windows are going to take twice as long as they should due to the severity of how dirty they are. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? That's about it. You know, just with commercial, you're usually going to need to have a higher insurance policy. You know, you can't really go chasing after these jobs without high insurance. There's a lot of tenants and people here, and you need to be fully insured, fully covered, and they will look into that. And that's about that. Just keep in mind, you can't charge an arm and a leg, you know, for a commercial quote. For commercial bidding, it's very rare, you know, because the way commercial works is they're going to have multiple people bidding on the job. That's just how it works. So you'll want to make sure that you put in a fair bid. You don't want to be the lowest guy. You don't want to be the most expensive either. But this is where it's really important to make sure you have all your ducks in a row and you come across as a very clear, professional company. You know, it's going to help you get more money for your jobs when you send them bids through a program, for example, the Customer Factor, that the proposal is put together extremely nice. Everything is described with bullet points of what the actual work is going to do. Everything's clear. You have a copy of the insurance provided. They didn't have to ask for it. W-9 forms, you know, introduction, before and after photos, etc., etc., etc. You have a real nice proposal packet put together. It speaks volume for your company. It shows we really have it together, and you wouldn't, you know, you don't want to waste your time hiring Joe Blow down the street who's 30-40% cheaper, because he's not going to do quality work, you know. So there's a little game to play, and you learn it with experience of bidding jobs and losing bids and getting bids, and but it goes like that. So I want to show you this window. So now that he's been scrubbing it for a while and cleaning it, the window's starting to turn hydrophilic, meaning the water's sheathing off of the glass. The glass is still in poor condition, but he's actually gotten so much dirt and residue off that the water's starting to sheath, where before it looked like one of the worst hydrophobic pieces of glass I've ever seen. Nothing would sheath, it would just beat up. So he's doing a real good job cleaning this window. But one thing he should do, real quick, Colt, is scrub that frame again and rinse it. Don't just start rinsing the glass. Rinse all that dirt off the frame and then rinse it. Hey, and go all the way across. Yeah. Oh, you already did that side?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that frame needs to be rinsed real well, because anything dirty on that frame is just going to drip onto your window. So due to the mortar and stuff being sprayed on the windows, we have to go through and traditionally do all these windows. So I've been going across the top, and he's following behind me. I've gotten all the way here, so we're working our way around. We wasted a lot of time this morning trying to make the water fed pole work, but it just wasn't doing as good of a job. And you know, these people potentially could be a every 6-month job, so we really want to make sure we get these windows right for them. So it's starting to rain, so taking a second just to make sure all the windows are rolled up and stuff. Make sure the tops are on our containers, like our rags, because that would suck having all our rags wet. But we're gonna keep cleaning the windows, and the reason why is rain is actually pure water. Rain is distilled water. So I offer like a rain guarantee. You know, when we're cleaning windows, it's just like drizzling and random storms. I'll try to keep working, and you know, sometimes people don't want to get their windows cleaned because it's raining and they're worried about water spots. I offer a rain guarantee that the rain will not mess up your windows, like I was saying, because it's actually distilled water. And the only reason that rain leaves water spots is because the windows are dirty. So the water is hitting dirty windows, and the little spots are actually little clean marks, and the ring that creates the spot is the dirt, the dirty spots. So nice little fact you can kind of pass along to your clients. The more little weird things you know like that, it just offers more and more value and just really makes you stand out like a professional. Yo, so we almost got done with that big commercial job in 2 days. We would have been on track. We had like half an hour left to work, and we got rained out at 4:30. Goal was to be done at 5 o'clock. We're soaked. Came in out of nowhere. But yeah, that's that. We're on a construction cleanup job today. Well, this afternoon. We wanted to start the morning off at this job and have all day to do it, but we had to start at 12 o'clock. So, not sure how long this video will be. There's the house behind me. This is a brand new, I wouldn't say contract, but the first time this builder has contacted me for a construction cleanup, so we're gonna do a really good job, blow his mind. But that commercial job we just did was really dirty. I mean, we steel wooled every single window and had to use his razor on some of them, so that was a lot of practice. So we should be good for this one. It's going pretty smooth. I think we'll be done by 5. Colt thinks we're gonna work till dark again, but I don't know. Depends how much I want to record. So these windows are just covered in mud. You can see he's been getting the bulk of the mud off.
Yeah, I should have had you video that before I cleaned
Oh, here's one. It's alright. Yeah, I'm going to take a before and after real quick. Hey, so we just did a gutter cleaning. We moved so fast I didn't even have time to record. Here, Colt. You're making this way harder on yourself than it should be.
Yeah, I know.